This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Tuesday, January 7th. I'm here with Stephanie, Brandon, Erica. I'm Jeff. A lot to get to, guys. Let's jump right in.
What are we talking about, Jeff?
Here we go, Brandon. Do Lori Loughlin's attorneys have something up their sleeve to keep her and her husband out of prison? TMZ is reporting a possible bombshell today. According to TMZ, the infamous photos of her daughters on a rowing machine, we all remember those, were never sent to the University of Southern California. After all, so does this change things?
No.
In anyone's mind? No.
It doesn't change anything. They took the photos. That indicates to me that there was intent and premeditation. The fact that James or what's-his-face didn't actually put them in the packet doesn't mean anything.
Erica? I think it does in a court of law.
Thank you.
Why?
We don't know why. It could have been for Instagram, and they never posted it. You never know.
Now, I think it looks like if the judge or the jury ever delved deeper, forget that, the college, sorry, if they ever delved deeper and then they were like, oh, we need some evidence of this rowing, they would have submitted the photos, because otherwise, why else would you have them? I think it looks more suspect. It looks like you said. It looks like it's been intent.
Right. Rick Singer. Wait. Oh, sorry.
You're going
to
get someone on intent to cheat?
Thank you. And look, just think about it. This is Hollywood, so let's do a Hollywood scenario.
Between manslaughter and murder. It's the intent.
First of all, these are two totally different things. This is college admission scandal, murder, something different.
No, I think that according to the letter of the law, it doesn't matter where we're applying it. It matters exactly what she said. It's the difference between oopsie poopsie and these were my intentions.
Yeah.
Which is in the Constitution.
But Erica, look, let's just think, since this is Hollywood, let's play Hollywood. Let's say we're about to do a drug deal. You the kingpin, you from the south side of Chicago, like you say, or east side.
I'm west side.
Okay, so you got the money, you got the stuff, but I never give you the money. There's no transaction. Somebody in my ear is like, get away, it's hot, the cops are coming. You walk away, they can't nab me anymore for a drug deal.
It sounds like Jussie Smollett, take two.
Well, okay, I understand.
That's a weird description, but he's right.
I understand what you're saying. However, these girls still got into the university under false pretenses.
Yeah.
That was Rick's fault.
And that's the crime.
That was Rick's fault.
But it wasn't this rowing scholarship.
And the transaction actually went through. And wasn't it on paper that they were rowers?
Yeah.
If she does time, I'm buying you dinner. Deal?
Is that a punishment or is it?
Who's going
to the next story? Come on.
Yeah, that was a good comeback.
That was a good one.
All right, guys, social media is still buzzing about Tom Hanks' son at the Golden Globes. If you guys haven't seen this, pay attention. Chet Hanks posted an Instagram video using a Jamaican accent, and people are calling it cultural appropriation. You decide.
Big up the whole island, massive. It's your boy Chet, coming straight from the Golden Globes, you want saying? Me father Tom Hanks presenting in a what soon forward come. Big up, tune in.
And Chet doubled down and posted another video using the same accent. He also couldn't believe his video was making news, especially since he said, quote, we're on the verge of World War III. Why is everyone talking about me? So is this cultural appropriation, or are people making a big deal out of nothing? Someone want to jump in?
First on this one. Well, look, this dude, I mean, obviously he knows what he's doing, because back in 2015, he said the N-word in some of his songs during a song called Juice. Because he's a rapper, and he says that hip-hop is not about race, it's about the culture you identify with. So I guess back then he identified himself as what you could say black. Now he identifies himself as West Indian or Jamaican, or so he can speak patois or whatever. But it's one of those things where someone's gonna catch you, bro. Like, you're gonna be in the wrong place at the wrong time. This is not Malibu's Most Wanted. Like, no one's playing this game. So like he said, yeah, World War III might be about to go down, but at the same time, our country is divided right now with black and white. So you say the wrong thing, something might happen, and it ain't gonna be a beautiful day in your neighborhood.
I did not have a strong opinion one way or the other about if it was cultural appropriation, but based on what you just said, Brandon, cultural cultural appropriation.
There we go. She's agreeing with me.
Anytime somebody identifies as black, let me just be real clear about this. You want to be black until it's time to be black. Let me be real clear, okay? You can't just be trans black. What is this, Rachel Dolezal? You can't pick and choose. So now you decide that you identify with what's next? You just can decide?
White person on the end, do you want to say anything?
Keep it with my family. Short, Jeff.
I think I'm with you. You guys make good points.
But if Eminem doesn't say the N-word, Eminem doesn't disrespect people's culture like that. Like,
I don't think he was meaning
the
to be
N-word's something
disrespectful,
totally
but I think
different
it is, obviously, to the whole Jamaican community, it is.
But I think it must be nice to be Tom Hanks' son.
I mean, I know.
And get to just choose to identify with whatever you want to identify with. That struggle must be so real.
And we'll leave it at that.
hallelujah.
What?
He said hallelujah.
All right. Once upon a time in Hollywood, co-stars Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio are together again. This time for a podcast with celebrity friend Mark Maron. He asked the actors when they knew they hit it big. And Leo says it was when Titanic came out. Let's take a listen.
And I went to like the liquor store to get a soda, and there were the SUVs, and then they just kept following me. Every day of my life.
Right.
And it was, I was like,
day.
okay, this life will no longer be the same.
That happens to this day.
No, it doesn't.
Not anymore.
Doesn't?
No, it doesn't. Not as much anymore.
I'm a little disgruntled with you now that I hear that. Because my disaster of a personal life, probably.
So that's a good story. I know we're not Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, but do you have any story when you thought, hey, something changed in your life, like I made it, or this is going to change the course of my life? Do you have anything like that?
Oh, you know, all the times I've been recognised have been fabulous moments, like when I've had no makeup on, hair shoved on top of my head after the gym. And a more recent one was delightfully, I was complaining at Starbucks that they'd got my iced vanilla latte wrong, and someone, aren't you that girl off Daily Blast Live?
No way!
Oh, man, I could have died. I was like, of all the moments, of all the times. And like I hardly ever moan or complain about, okay, I do moan, but I don't really complain that much. And I was just literally like, this coffee isn't right. And, you know, I asked for vanilla, and this, that's the moment. That's the moment I get recognised. Not, you know, when like my mum and dad are here and it's like a nice event or something. No, it's a bloody Starbucks when I look like an idiot.
You're very pretty.
How about you, Brad? You were at NFL. Was there a moment that clicked with you?
Yeah, but that was back in the day. This new career, this new quest that I've been on, I've struggled with teleprompter, and I've struggled with, speaking at times on different TV shows and that sort of thing. So it was after I came here. Remember, I auditioned and guest co-hosted here. I actually auditioned with Stephanie, guest co-hosted here for a couple days. You guys flew me back. It was a Monday. I was in the Macy's on 34th Street in New York City. I was getting ready for an event, and my agent and my manager called at the time and were like, congratulations, you got the DBL gig. And I was like, Johnny Drama from Entourage, victory! Because I had some bills that needed to be paid, and I needed to, but they were like, you got 5 weeks to get ready to come back here. And I was like, you know what, you can do this. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna stick to this path, go as hard as I can, and stay out of Erica's way.
You're doing a great job. Besides Erica's thing, you're doing a great job. How about you, Erica? Did you have a moment?
There have been some pretty blessed moments, but recently I do have to say, after the Gabrielle Union Woman Crush Wednesday, I didn't really have time to think about that because when it happened, we were on the air and I was working that whole time, and it was a really busy time of the year. But when I got on vacation, I was like, if you would have told me, like even a year ago, that this was a possibility for this to happen, and I'm looking at all of the women, my peers, who are like saying congratulate, really heartfelt messages, and I'm like, it could have been any one of us. Like it could have been, and everyone was so deserving of something like that. And I got chosen. Like that
you
was
didn't
like.
get chosen. You said something extremely profound that resonated with a lot of people.
But I mean, to be honest, like I respect the women in my I respect women in my field. You know, there's amazing, amazing people, and like I just thought like of everybody. Like I don't know how this happened, and that was like a real like oh my gosh moment.
I think it's just your faith in things happening. I kind of had a similar thing with faith. You know, to make a long story short, I was doing telemarketing, and my boss knew me a long time since I was 16, and I was working for him when I was 26. I came back from LA, and I was down in the dumps. My head wasn't right. I wasn't positive, and he kind of spun me from negative to positive, made me start listening to positivity all the time. That's where it all comes from. And when he saw a difference in me, when my coworkers saw a difference in me, I saw a difference in myself for the very first time. And he told me one day, and he goes, you know what? Success is right around the corner for you. Your life's about to change. I got Big Brother the next week, and that led me to meet my wife, and that led me to sit here. So everything happens for a reason, and that's when I saw my life actually change, and I knew I was on the path that I was supposed to be on. So
did you do the victory, Johnny Drama, when you got?
I'm saving it up.
Saving it
up till I get a house.
Then we'll run around the house. Victory!
Oh, for sure. You guys go.
As you're grilling in the backyard.
It's one hand, Erica. It's one hand. There you go. Yeah.
Victory.
We'll work on it. All right, guys, DBL is live, and coming up, Gwyneth Paltrow is turning her controversial lifestyle brand into a Netflix show. But will she really be able to convince women to push the boundaries with their bodies? And she's the most respected woman in America, and
yes, she
now
is.
Michelle Obama, Erica's friend, has an exciting new project, a new social media project out, I should say. We'll tell you what it is a little later. And Kim Kardashian is clapping back at her haters after they call her out for not donating enough to the Australian wildfires. Uh-oh, we'll share your comments next.
About her doing the victory with one hand, and he's just found the clip. And what's it?
There's multiple clips. This is just one. This one he did two hands. I forget what season it was when he did. He got 5 towns. He thought he ruined it. I forget what he did.
It already debuted, and he was waiting to see the result, the reviews on it.
Because all the reviews were terrible.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like a black? Oh yeah, the reviews were terrible. So then he goes and he drives from LA all the way. I guess this is like somewhere in the Grand Canyon, and he goes. He gets it.
The dbltake is getting heated over the Australian.
And he finds out.
But not the disaster itself.
So it's like it's an inside thing, and I do that all the time. And Jeff knew it, and Erica, she had her moment. Stephanie, we auditioned for this. We met. We actually went for drinks after we auditioned, and we were kind of like, "Are we gonna get it? Are they gonna call us back? Who are they bringing in?"
I told Brandon he was going to get it straight away, didn't I? You didn't listen to me, and I told Bo as well, and he didn't listen to me either.
Hey, we
no one bloody listens. Erica does actually.
I listen.
I listen. No, I said Erica does. Erica does.
I got a good story about how I got this job too.
Go ahead.
It's too long. It's too long. It's crazy.
Cliff notes?
I got fired from my talent agent. I got fired from my commercial agent. All I had left was my print agent, and all at the same time. Everything happened. I was like, oh man, well, you're getting a little close, dude. Like this is a moment or something. It's too long. It's too long. And then I had this job, and I canceled like my fishing trip and all that. And they actually told me, I don't know if you know this, my agent called me, and I never answered the phone when Jordan's in the car. And I was going to get something to wear, and they're like, hey, they don't want you anymore for the audition. It was down like the top 25, and I was like, dude, just get me in the room. And he's like, all right. And I'm like, I already canceled my trip and everything. And my agent called me back. He goes, I got you in the room. And I ended up getting the job.
That's awesome.
Now you're in the
Victory!
room.
Now I'm in the room. Yeah. You have to pay your time. Here we go.
Ooh, that was nice. Welcome back to DBL. Well, Twitter is getting heated over the Australian wildfires, but not the disaster itself. They're calling out Kim Kardashian for not helping enough. One user writes, quote, nothing gets me more heated than to see Kim talk about wildfires and not donate even a penny. And then Kim clapped back saying, nothing gets me more heated than to see people think they know what we donated to and to think we have to publicize everything. So DBL Nation, it's time to hear from you. Do celebrities need to publicize their charity donations? Interesting question. Why don't you kick it off, Steph?
Well, Trisha's written in on Facebook saying if celebs publicize it, they change the conversation from the tragedy and make it all about them. I say keep the heat on the fire. Oh, I think it depends in which way they do it. We've seen some celebrities do amazing things for causes. George Clooney is an amazing example. The list is endless. Leonardo DiCaprio, and they've really raised huge amounts of funds that would never have existed if they hadn't put their name behind something. I think Kim Kardashian, she said that she did actually donate, and we don't know how much. And I think she's damned if she does, damned if she doesn't. If she does say how much she's given, then people are saying, you've got too much money, blah, blah, blah. And if she doesn't publicize it, apparently she's not done enough. So I don't think they can win.
Yeah. Mark on Twitter says they should brag about it. Australia's on fire, poor animals, and no support versus I can be like Kim and donate. Take my money. I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and concede on that one. I didn't know what they meant. But like Stephanie said, you're darned if you do, you darned if you don't.
You're exactly right.
You're always going to get half the line saying you should have gave more, the other half.
Yeah.
Why don't you?
Like you're bragging at how much you've got and stuff. Yeah, it's hard.
Well, Joyce from Facebook says, not one person needs to tell the world how much they donate. Talk about people blowing their own trumpet. It's the act of donating that is important, not who and how much. It's not a competition. Joyce, I absolutely agree with you. I think the tricky thing, especially for celebrities, is you want to use your platform in order to highlight causes that need to be elevated. And if you're willing to do that, that is generosity in itself. I think most of the time, in the way I see it, because it would be my code of conduct too when it comes to things like that, is if I'm posting something and I am supporting a cause publicly, then I'm likely supporting that cause behind the scenes as well. And I don't think it matters how or how much I'm actually doing. It's the fact that I want other people to know so that maybe they'll join me.
Absolutely. Irvin on Facebook rather says, it's about accountability. I want to see Kim put her money where her mouth is, not just her rear. Ooh, Irvin, aren't we past that? I believe Kim Kardashian does put her money where her mouth is. I think she's definitely into philanthropy. Why do I even try to use that word? She's into giving now. And you know, I give her all the credit in the world. There's a million charities out there. You can't give to all of them. So you pick and choose which ones you want, and I don't think they need to make it public at all. Philanthropy. Coming up on DBL, Gwyneth Paltrow wants to start a wellness revolution, but will her new Netflix show do the trick or just freak you out? Wait till you hear this. That's next.
New information today on the devastating Australian wildfires. 24 people are charged with deliberately setting fires there. Yes, you heard me right. That means they started the fires on purpose. The death toll there continues to rise, with more than 25 people killed already. Not to mention the animals who have died. Officials estimate that number could be in the millions. Now I want to show you some intense video coming in today from the Australian Air Force. Take a look at the view from the cockpit. You can see an eerie orange glow from the flames. Australia's 9 News reports the plane was trying to reach one of the hardest hit towns, but the smoke prevented the crew from doing so. Now I want to show you a map just released by ABC News. The superimposed view of Australia over the U.S. shows how much of our country would be on fire if you compare it to what's happening there. DBL Nation, if you want to help, we'll put the information to donate on our social platforms. This has been Fast Blast for you. As always, I'll update you on any breaking news that comes in throughout the shows, and of course, I'll keep you updated on the Australia wildfires. Bye now.
The Consumer Electronics Show is underway in Las Vegas, but this annual event for tech lovers is no longer where you see the big companies hold influential product launches, but it is the spot to spy the big new trends in tech. Let's connect the dots. While CES is still the place companies like Charmin reveal their toilet paper delivering robot, the big boys in tech like Apple, Amazon, Google all unveil their latest products at their own events. But there are still trends to spot, like even sharper TVs. Did you just shell out for a top-of-the-line 4K TV for Christmas? Well, now 8K television is making its debut at CES. The LG model features 4 times as many pixels as 4K, and you've got to admit, that's a lot of pixels. And Samsung is debuting a TV that can go vertical to make it easier to watch social media videos. Apparently that's easier than getting people to shoot horizontal video with their phones. A lot of buzz this year at CES is about 5G. While it can help you download a movie a lot faster, the experts say it's a real game changer for more important things.
Welcome back to DBL. Take a look at this promo for Gwyneth Paltrow's new 6-part Netflix series, The Goop Lab. It explores alternative medicine, psychedelics, and even orgasm therapy. Uh-oh. Watch.
With you, just explore ideas that may seem out there or too scary.
Are you guys ready to go out in the field and make a ruckus?
Just another day at the office.
This is dangerous.
It's unregulated. Should I be scared?
Ooh, the show premieres on January 24th. Will you guys be tuning in? It looks interesting.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Yes.
I know Gwyneth Paltrow kind of comes with this stigma of people saying she doesn't relate to me and this, that, and the other thing.
She doesn't relate to the average person.
You're right.
No, but does that mean I want to watch it even more? Absolutely, yes. And like some of those things, I love acupuncture. She was having all the kinds of different types of facials, vampire facials, the Botox, love it. Ice baths, you know. Yeah, it's right up my alley. I'm excited.
My wife too, I'm telling you.
I know Jordan would love it.
Yeah.
You keep seeing these celebrities go and make these shows about hobbies and stuff that they enjoy. I mean, you look at Chelsea Does Drugs, where she goes all over the world, tries different drugs.
I've never heard of that.
You never. Chelsea Handler Does Drugs.
Really?
You never seen it? It's on Netflix.
No.
It's pretty good. And she tries it.
And she films herself
herself with her friends. They try different drugs and stuff. And then there's that show on Nat Geo, Taboo, when the one lady goes around and she tries all these different holistic medicines and stuff that are considered taboo to our Western culture. I think it's something cool. She's one of those people that no matter what she does, she's going to get hated on in a certain way.
It is. It's very strange though, because housewives are on Bravo are some of the most iconic for this time. I mean, it's such a popular television or such popular programming, and half those women don't really have the level of wealth that is being projected. Now you have someone who actually has that type of level of wealth, and we're supposed to be upset that she's sharing things that we don't necessarily have access to at this moment, or introducing us to things that maybe are coming out soon, giving us her opinion on them when she's had access to the best of the best. I think it's very generous of her.
Yeah, it's
I'm
interesting
excited to
say the
see
least. Very much so. Erica, this next one's for you. Speaking of new shows, former First Lady and friend of Erica, I should put that in quotes. Michelle Obama is working on a new project on Instagram TV. Let's take a look.
Hey everybody, I want to tell you about something I'm working on through Reach Higher, my initiative to help students get to and through college. We're teaming up with Attention to share the stories and experiences of 4 first-year college students from across the country.
All right, could this be the new start of a new media career for your girl, Michelle Obama?
You know, my girl, Michelle Obama.
Do we have a picture of Erica and Michelle together? Just for reference?
Legit do anything.
There you go. There you go.
That's my girl. That's the home girl. She can do whatever she wants, whenever she wants, and I think that's ultimate. That's truly what success is: being able to pick and choose and do whatever you want. I'm really excited for this. One, she's going straight to the people where they are. A lot of people want to bring, the masses to them, and I think it's best to go to where the people are. And the messaging. I mean, it's so important. I know how fortunate I am that both my parents said, it's not about if you'll go to college, it's about what college you'll go to. And because of that pressure, because they were like, we did it against all odds and we're gonna make sure that it happens for you, I never thought about it. But a lot of my friends were in different situations, and I think that if you see it, you can be it, and I think it's important that she brings it to the people.
Awesome.
Erica Cobb 2020.
We're going to stop it right there. We'll be right back, guys.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Hi guys, I'm here to guide you to your nearest exit. This is in honor of Peter, the pilot for The Bachelor.
Yay!
So, Bachelor started last night, so Travis, Angelica, and I are here to break it down. What do you guys think?
I need support emotional animal as well for the 3-hour episode.
Right? It was a little long.
They were actually extra dramatic this first episode,
with Hannah.
Yeah.
I'm all about that Hannah Brown coming back. If you don't know, she was the previous Bachelorette. She had Peter on her season. She let him go. Clearly a mistake, guys. I think they could be together, don't you? She never should have let him go.
She clearly still has feelings.
So the episode ends, right, with us not knowing if she's going to stay or not.
Yep.
So what do you guys think?
I think she'll stay.
You
and
do?
She'll compete against the other Hannah.
You do?
No, I think she'll be there for one more episode. The girls are going to get so mad.
Yeah, they're going to get savage and brutal, and it'll be so bad for her that she'll be like, no, I can't stay.
Well, she spent more time on ABC with Dancing with the Stars.
So that's what a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are saying, obviously, producers made her do this because she was still under contract with ABC, so she kind of couldn't say no when they asked her to come on, but I don't think that's even the case. I think she's in love with him still.
Yeah.
I think she realizes I made a mistake picking whatever his name was. What was his name? Jed? Yeah, ew, gross. Like, so gross. So DBL Nation, let us know what you think about The Bachelor. Are you watching this season? Are you over it? I think for all of us, it's just like a guilty pleasure. We know it's bad TV, but for us,
watch it with us.
It's the best. Watch it with us and let us know what you think. Bye.
Welcome back to DBL. Who's on comment duty?
Ooh, that'll be me. So let's go. Cal Baxter, raise your both your hands up and go victory. That's what he put, victory with a lot of exclamation parts. And at the same time, Brandy Sprong says, how can you criticize Kim for not donating enough? Are you in her bank account? How much did those people donate? Come on.
That's true. I mean, who's against her? Who's writing like, you didn't donate enough? I don't understand these people.
Yeah, anything you can give is enough, I feel like. That koala is not going to be like, oh, Kim Kardashian didn't donate enough. No, it's going to be happy that has water. We'll be back at the same time, you guys. Same place, same time tomorrow. Goodbye.